Yo, 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 what's good? Yeah, buddy. It's your boy T-Dub. I'm back at it, like a crack at it. Giving you boxing geekers this work. Oh, yeah, man. Andy Ruiz is asking for that bag to fight in the UK. 50 million smackaroos. Uh, which makes me think that either they're going to pay 50 million or this fight, the rematch, is most likely going to take place in the USA. Guys, remember this your boy T Dub was blazing the sports. Of course, I'm back at it, like a crack addict giving you boxing geekers this work. Always remember to smash the like button. If you ain't smashing the like, goddamn it, you ain't smashing right. All right, boom, let's get it. Andy Ruiz wants 50 million to take the fight in the UK. Boom. What does that tell us? Panda, what's doing, man? What's cracking, Panda? What's blazing with you, homie? Panda 644, what it does. All right, man. I was gonna go in front of the camera, but just got home a little while ago. I'll tell y'all guys what happened. AJ Jones was cracking. All right, man. Listen, I just got in. I was gonna get in front of the camera, but I'll tell you guys what happened. All right. I come home, walk in the door. Boom. BBW on the floor, butt naked. Right? Boom. She told me, do something to turn her on. Bam. I immediately start frying bacon. Boom. She was ready, right? Bam. She said, say something freaky to me. I thought quick. Bam. Golden Corral. Got a special in their buffet. $3.99. All you can eat. Bam. She was ready. I'm bullshitting the guy. I'm just making up shit. All right. Let me get back to boxing. Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is feeling like, hold on, guys. AJ Jones says all that fucking he did to Wilder. I say give Ruiz the money. He won fair play. Demand for the belts back. Ducking. Look, bro. In the heavyweight division, a matter of fact, it can happen in any weight division. See, a lot of these people are looking at Floyd Mayweather. And I'm not saying Floyd did anything wrong, but they only trying to skim the surface of the things that he did right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he made a lot of money. Oh, he didn't fight Pacquiao for 6 years. And a lot of people are trying to go off for that blueprint. And to be honest, I don't even believe Pacquiao thought that was a blueprint, or Floyd didn't think that was a blueprint until shit happened. What's up, the expert genius? What's cracking, man? What's blazing with you? And then now everybody, or at least a lot of people, they're trying to go that route. And listen, guys, and I'm not saying these guys are not talented. They are. But they not as talented as Floyd. Anthony Joshua, as big as he is, tall, powerful, he's not as skilled. And it shows. See, the thing is that Eddie Hearn, and maybe even Anthony Joshua, probably Barry Hearn as well. Is this the, oh, let me see if it's still working. Okay, I think we're good. Even Barry Hearn as well, see, they thought that, there's no real talent in the heavyweight division besides Deontay Wilder. And then came Tyson Fury. So they're probably thinking, okay, we have Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Anybody else, our man can beat. And when they could not get the Wilder or the Fury fight, because Deontay Wilder and Fury was getting ready to go into their second fight, their rematch. And the first name they called out that they wanted was Luis Ortiz. But Luis Ortiz didn't get an offer until Big Baby Miller failed a drug test, which means the first person they call out is not who they really want. The first person they call out is who they believe the fans would accept, but it's not who they really want. And then they take Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller, feeling his back is against the wall, felt like he ain't had no choice, he started juicing. And he didn't take one juice. He didn't just take apple juice and he was cool with that. No. This motherfucker went with all the juices. All of them. Alphabets, numbers, horizontal, vertical, parallel. He was taking everything. Big Baby Miller failed, I believe, 4 drug tests. Big Baby Miller was trying to recreate the same super soldier serum that made Captain America or the Winter Soldier. But unbeknownst to him, Vada was busting at ass. So he pulled out, right? Bam. Then, in comes Andy Ruiz. And here's the thing, guys. Andy Ruiz picked Anthony Joshua. Why did he pick him? Because Eddie Hearn never reached out to him first. Eddie reached out to Ortiz. The money didn't work out. Andy was all in Eddie Hearn's inbox. It's going down in the DMs. The shit got made in the DMs. Turned into a contract. Andy signed it and commits to whoop the living shit out of Anthony Joshua. And now, Andy Ruiz says, if you want me to take this fight in the UK, it's going to cost you $50 million. And what they're telling you is that if you want me to sell this belt, these belts I just got, because I know I will get robbed in broad daylight with no mask on, at gunpoint, with everyone recording, if I fight in the UK, it's going to cost you $50 million. And I'm not sure that's something they want to take. Now, I know Eddie Hearn is looking over that contract. Al Heyman is looking over that contract. And to be honest, we don't know what's going to happen. Listen, we don't have a contract. And even if we had a contract, unless we are fucking Harvard-type lawyers, we really wouldn't be able to understand that contract and all the loopholes it has in it. But if they can some kind of way get this fight back over here, oh, you better believe Andy Ruiz has a shot. AJ says he holds the belts, is on his turn, same with Joshua. The only difference is, now, if they would have fought and did not have a rematch clause, and Andy Ruiz was just the champion and an option to take the rematch, then to be honest, he called all the shots, all of them. But since we haven't seen that contract, I'm just being honest, we don't know what he signed for. Remember, even in Dylan White's case, Anthony Joshua won the majority of the pot, and then in the rematch, it was already agreed if Dylan White wins that it will only be 50-50 split. We don't know what Andy signed. Did it? Obviously, it has a rematch in there. But we don't know if it has a date, if it has a location. And to me, it makes me think it did not have a location because Andy wouldn't be talking about if you want me to take the fight in the UK. That makes me think it don't have a location. But maybe it has a percentage split. See, if it has a percentage split with no location, see, it's so many, see, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm telling you, it's so many loopholes. The way these lawyers can twist and bend shit. AJ Jones says, if that's the case, 50 million out the question. See, man, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We need to see the contract because we don't know what was signed. And see, and the thing is, in a contract, if it is not in the contract, that means it's up to grabs. If you say, if you win rematch 30-40 split, well, that didn't have a date. Well, you know what? This did have a date. It was before the end of this year. But did it have a location? And if it did not have a location, that's a loophole that Andy Ruiz said, no, I don't agree to UK. I would take the fight. I would take the split that I agreed to in the contract. But the contract does not have a location. And I do not agree to that location. If you want me to agree to the location, you're going to have to pay me $50 million. Location only deal with judges, but knockouts don't matter where you are. No, you're right. The knockout doesn't matter, but here's my thing, man. When I saw Anthony Joshua fight Parker, and guys, I am live. I just put my kid to bed, comfortable on my couch. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get in front of the camera right now, but I am live. But listen, man, if Anthony Joshua fights in the UK for the rematch, and if he take the caution road, don't go for the knockout. Don't put yourself in trouble. Use the jab and stay at a distance. Even if you felt he lost on points, he will not lose. He will win. We will call robbery, and it will be a third match. And in that third match, they're going to make sure that the fight's in the UK. Because at that time, Joshua would be the champion again. But if the fights happen in the USA, man, it's going to be really hard for me to pick against Andy. And Andy is one of them guys that, at least in that fight, I admit, Joshua did not look the same. I don't know if it's a different time zone. I don't know if it's the pressure. I don't know if he had a panic before. I don't know if he got knocked out in sparring. I don't know. The only thing I do know is he went out there. He was not assertive. He did not use his jab. He let the shorter man, the shorter reach, beat the brakes off him. And guys, here's the shocker. Here's the shocker. Andy Ruiz said he wants that WBC belt after the rematch. Who holds the WBC belt? None other than the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Guys, what do you think about that? If Andy Ruiz could beat Joshua again, there is no need for a rematch. How does he fare against the bronze bomber? The bronze bomber can get wild, and when he gets wild, he comes in close. When he comes in close, that benefits Andy Ruiz. But when the bronze bomber throw his bombs, he throw them from a distance where he's safe, and he have all the power with Asgard and that Thor's hammer when he throw that son bitch. Ruiz just hit hard as hell. Joshua just couldn't take the blows. Bro, and the thing about it is, Andy Ruiz, even before this fight, he was a good fighter, arguably should have been undefeated. But a lot of people didn't see him as a knockout artist, a KO puncher. But for whatever reason, ever since Joshua got to that ass in the third round, it was 4 knockdowns after. Joshua knocked him down. Joshua came in for the kill. Joshua landed a right hand that he brought from Venus to Mars and landed that bitch on Earth. Ruiz took that shit. Ruiz, after being dropped took Joshua's best shots, but Joshua couldn't take his. Joshua not only couldn't take it, he couldn't react to the multiple shots that Andy threw at his ass. Wilder come in crazy, get caught, but if he land on Ruiz, it's over. Yeah, man, listen. Here's my thing, bro. I like Andy. To be honest, I don't believe Andy should take the Wilder fight next after Joshua, but in a way, maybe he should, because at least we would see it undisputed. Because if Andy loses those titles, or if the sanctioning bodies start stripping Andy, forcing mandatories and all that BS, it can really prolong it. See, the sanctioning bodies could really pull like some Infinity Stones type of shit. Strip their belt, make two people fight for it, and just basically break it up and make it harder for somebody to become undisputed again. Because a lot of people are not. If somebody else get that belt, let's say Parker Reed gets it, or Povetkin, or Dylan White, a lot of them is not going to be so quick to fight Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. They're going to want to make a little money off of it, which is why, even though Andy probably should, after beating Joshua, maybe take on a rematch against Parker or somebody like that, maybe he should. Maybe it's the only way we'll see it undisputed. Because and the thing about it is, remember, even when Wilder agreed to the $15 million flat for Joshua, what did the WBA do? As soon as he agreed to the money and said, listen, we agree to the money, we just want to pretty much, tweak the one-way rematch clause and actually get a date on this. Immediately, the WBA ordered a 24-hour agreement with Povetkin. And they can do that shit. See, guys, sometimes these sanctioning bodies, they picky who they want their champion to be. Sometimes they want their champion who's going to bring in the most money. And at that time, Joshua did. AJ says, I think he should go for the pay, go all out, and go all out or go home. It'd be a big fight. I'm not sure as big as it can be, but it'd be big. See, Andy right now, Andy shocked the world. People know him. He's still gaining fame, but people know him. If he beats Joshua again, it has been confirmed he is in the top 3 for sure. Even more know him. And if he takes on Wilder, another David versus Goliath type of matchup, another fat boy taking on a bully type of matchup, it can be big. But I'm just being honest. I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be honest. I like Andy as a fighter. Personality, cool. Fast hands, cool. This guy can throw hooks just as fast as some people can throw straight punches. Everybody can't do that shit. I shit you not. And when he was throwing those shots, he never took his eyes off of Joshua. And whenever Joshua started to get the earmuffs to cover the side of his head, and then Andy switched to straight punches. But I'm just being honest. Facing Deontay Wilder, that's a different animal, man. It's like I said, facing Anthony Joshua, okay, you knocked off that sheep. But when you face Deontay Wilder, you're facing the wolf that sheep was scared of. You're facing the wolf that sheep wanted no part of. It's not the same. It's not the same. Wilder uses his jab fast, quick. And according to Tyson Fury said his jab damn near felt like a knockout punch. He said it in the first round. He said he caught Deontay Wilder's jab that Deontay Wilder just lobbed out there, just lobbed it. And he said that jab had as much force on it as a knockout punch. And he thought, God damn, what does that right hand feel like? If Deontay, see, and I keep telling people this. Some people say, well, Anthony Joshua uppercut is the same as Deontay Wilder right hand. No, no, it's not. No, it's not. Name me one time that uppercut landed. And as soon as it landed, the fight was over. I'm not talking about getting you in trouble. I'm not talking about hurting you, but actually ended the fight. I can point to many times that Deontay Wilder landed that right hand like a walk-off home run, Babe Ruth pointing to the center of the field, punching your lights out. I can name several occasions. And the thing about his right hand, yes, of course it's powerful when he steps into it. Example, Dominic Brazil. Example, Jermaine Stavern. But even when he's backing up and counters as he's backing up with that right hand, he can hurt you. Example, Ortiz. Lost one, what's cracking, homie? Left side of the brain, what it do? He said, what's the call-in number? Man, bro, I don't even have my, I'm not in front of the camera right now. Depends on how I feel, man. I might do another one after this so you guys can call in. Lost one says, hey, man, I'm a bit confused. How can Ruiz ask for $50 million? Hasn't the fight got to happen anyway? The uppercut ended the fight against Dylan White. You know what? I'll go back and watch. Let me see it right now. Matter of fact, let me see it. Maybe, you know what? I'm not gonna knock you, man. Listen, bro. Let me say this. I'll look it up. But Anthony Joshua's a good fighter. I ain't taking shit from him. I'm not taking, but obviously, even you lost one. Left side says, come on, dog. I'm trying to chat with you, man. Bro, listen, man. I came in. I put my kid to bed. I was like, I was going to go in front of the camera. Then I was like, forget it. You know, I just throw a picture up, you know. But listen, man. If I get two of you guys want to call in, at least two, I'll stop this stream and restart it in front of the camera. But let me get back at it. It's obvious. Listen, even lost one. It's obvious, bro. Even you know, Deontay Wilder is a harder puncher than Anthony Joshua. If Deontay Wilder would have hit Andy Ruiz with that right hand that Joshua connected with, Andy sits down. Andy sits down, and he might not get up. He might not get up. He said, okay, can you talk about the fact that AJ was looking not into the fight? What do you think about that? All right, guys, let's do this. Hold on, man. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to end this stream for you guys. I'm not sure how much longer I go, but if you guys would come right back here, give me about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to set up, and I'm going to go live in front of the camera, okay? And that way, if you want to call in, you can call in. If you cannot call in, and if you want to Google Hangouts, maybe even Skype in, if you're not in the country, I'll let you do it. All right? Sounds cool? All right, guys, this is your boy T-Dub. I'm coming right back at you.